You ever get that feeling when you look at something and you just know it's not going to be easy? That's the feeling I got staring at the Chargers' 2025 schedule. Not because it's packed with unbeatable teams. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the quarterbacks. Week after week, the guys under center for these teams, it's like a different kind of challenge each time. Some are legends, some are rising stars, and some are wild cards just waiting to break out. But make no mistake, this isn't a cakewalk, it's a measuring stick. And if Jim Harbaugh wants to prove that this Chargers team is built to compete right now, not later, this schedule is going to force that conversation. So today, I'm breaking down the quarterback gauntlet standing between the Chargers and a successful 2025 season. And trust me, it's deeper than people think. Last year, they had to face 3 of the top 4 quarterbacks in the NFL. And somehow, this year's lineup might be even tougher. Not necessarily at the top, but because of how relentless it is all the way through. Let's dive in. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. Alright, let's start at the bottom and work our way up. And when I say bottom, I mean the least threatening names the Chargers will face at the quarterback position. But even that deserves context, because in the NFL, you mess around for even a quarter and you can end up walking out with an L. Let's talk about Pittsburgh. The Steelers are coming in with either Mason Rudolph or Will Howard. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's a backup and a rookie. Rudolph has had plenty of time to show something in this league, and all we've seen is that he's serviceable at best. And Will Howard? The guy hasn't thrown an NFL pass yet. So, on paper, this should be the easiest quarterback matchup of the year for the Chargers. There are no excuses. If you lose this game, you didn't just get outplayed, you failed to show up. Now, let's jump to Indianapolis. The Colts are working with a quarterback room that might feature Anthony Richardson or even Daniel Jones, and that's a bizarre pairing if I've ever seen one. Richardson's got the freaky athleticism and the big play potential, sure, but he's been hurt and hasn't proven he can put it together for more than a few quarters. And Daniel Jones? I don't even know how he keeps finding jobs. If he's the one starting, that's a gift. But either way, both guys can run, and both guys can turn a broken play into a chunk gain. You respect that, but you don't fear it. Then we've got the New York Giants. Man, what a mess. They're trotting out Russell Wilson or Jackson Dart. Russ, bless his heart, just isn't the same guy anymore. The deep ball magic, the off-script brilliance, it's just not there like it used to be. And Dart? He's a rookie, a developmental project. If the Chargers take care of business, this game shouldn't be close. I don't care if it's being played at MetLife, SoFi, or the Moon. You can't let a game like this slip through your fingers. Alright, moving up a tier now, Cam Ward with the Titans. Look, I actually like this kid's potential. Big arm, confident thrower, but he's also going to be figuring everything out in real time. First year in the league, learning the system, facing defenses that move twice as fast as anything he saw in college. If I'm the Chargers, I'm dialing up pressure from the jump. Make life miserable for the rookie. Don't let him settle in. If he starts slow, keep the foot on the gas and don't let up. Now let's get into a matchup with a little personal flavor. J.J. McCarthy and the Minnesota Vikings. This one's interesting because of the Harbaugh connection. He coached J.J. at Michigan. He knows the kid inside and out. But don't sleep on McCarthy. He's poised, he's disciplined, and he knows how to win. Still, rookie quarterback, first year in the league, and a head coach who knows all your tendencies? This should be a game the Chargers are well prepared for. It's one of those chess matches where Harbaugh should have the upper hand. And now we enter what I like to call the watch your step tier. These are quarterbacks who aren't elite, but they're experienced, they're capable, and if you're not focused, they can absolutely beat you. Tua Tagovailoa is a perfect example. The internet loves to hate on Tua, and I get it. He's not a cannon arm guy. He's had some concussion issues, but that offense in Miami, when it's on, it's terrifying. Speed everywhere, quick passes, yards after the catch. If you let Tua get into rhythm, you're chasing him all afternoon. This isn't a QB you beat with talent, you beat him with discipline. Then there's the weirdest sentence in football right now. Geno Smith is the quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. Yep. But let's not pretend Geno hasn't earned his keep. He put together a couple really solid seasons in Seattle, and he's not afraid of pressure anymore. He won't wow you with arm talent, but he's smart. He's patient, and he can absolutely take advantage of a lazy defense. The Chargers better show up sharp for this one. Up next, Bo Nix in Denver. This one's tricky. Nix is a rookie, yeah, but he's also a 5-year college starter. He's seen every defensive look you can imagine. He's smart. He's accurate. He doesn't take unnecessary risks. The question is, can he do it against NFL athletes? Can he fit those windows in crunch time? I wouldn't take him lightly. He's not your average rookie. You bring exotic pressure, try to speed up his clock, and force the mistakes. And now we start stepping into the real heat. C.J. Stroud in Houston is the real deal. What he did last year as a rookie was unreal. Command of the offense, big throws and big moments, and he made it look easy. I think people still don't fully grasp how good Stroud is. He's calm, calculated, and insanely efficient. This is a matchup where the Chargers' defense has to be airtight, especially in the red zone. He will carve up any soft coverage you give him. Then we've got Trevor Lawrence. I still don't understand the hesitation some people have with him. The guy's 6 feet 6 inches, can run, has a cannon, and is finally starting to play with confidence. He's not just talent anymore. He's growing into a legitimate franchise quarterback. You give him time in the pocket, he will absolutely pick you apart. This is one of those games where you have to win the turnover battle. All right, time for the big names. Dak Prescott, I get it. He's not flashy. He's not Mahomes. But let's talk numbers. Over 4,500 yards and 36 touchdowns in 2023. Runner-up for MVP. Yet people still act like he's a mid-tier QB just because he's a Cowboy. If he were putting up those stats on the Bengals or the Chargers, people would be singing his praises. Is the playoff resume light? Sure. But in the regular season, this guy can play. And based on his pattern, up year, down year, up year again, 2025 could be another big one. So yeah, you better not underestimate Dak. And now, Jalen Hurts. Hurts is a system guy in the best possible way. That Philly offense is tailor-made for him. He doesn't need to throw for 400 yards a game. He's efficient, he takes care of the ball, and he knows when to take risks. He's calm under pressure, and his playoff performances prove it. Over 70% completions and a passer rating north of 100. That's no joke. He's a winner. He might not scare you like Mahomes does, but he demands your respect. Then there's Jaden Daniels. Man, I didn't see this one coming. Coming out of college, I thought he'd need time. Instead, he hit the ground running. 4th best QBR in the entire league as a rookie, behind only Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. That's wild. And yeah, his rookie QBR was higher than Justin Herbert's was. That should tell you something. This guy is a playmaker. He's fast. He's got touch, and he's dangerous when things break down. If the Commanders keep developing him right, Daniels could be a superstar in the making. And then, finally, the boss battle. Patrick Mahomes. Twice a year. Every year. What are you supposed to say that hasn't been said? He's the bar. He's the blueprint. He's the guy every other quarterback in the AFC is measured against. And until somebody knocks him off, it's his conference. No matter how injured the team is, no matter who's catching passes, Mahomes is always in control. And for the Chargers, that means you can't just be good enough. You have to be elite to beat him. Anything less, and you're walking away with another division loss. So here's the bottom line. This quarterback schedule is not for the faint of heart. It doesn't have 3 MVPs back-to-back like last year, but the depth, way more intense. There are no breathers, no weeks off. It's constant pressure. And that's exactly what's going to make or break this season for the Chargers. You want to know what kind of team you've got? Throw them into this gauntlet and see who comes out on the other side. And if Justin Herbert and this new Harbaugh-led squad want to silence the critics, they're going to have to go through some serious talent to do it. No shortcuts, no easy wins, just a 17-week war. Let's see if they're ready.